Hey everybody, Joe Haygood here, aka mclazyj. We're back. It's gonna be Tuesday, and I promised this last week we're gonna do some weekly ones of these. So I was gonna go over our itinerary, what I have at least documented for right now. Now this is just things that I know that we want to go do. It's not an end all be all for the day. And as with anything, there can be changes because things come up, things are open, things are closed. Times don't line up with when you want to be certain places. So, we have to see what's going to happen. But in general, these are the places that we know we want to hit when we're in Japan on a daily basis. So you have to remember our focus is Tokyo. We were going to do Hiroshima, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Just the flights are just so expensive. It wasn't worth it. Shinkansen was the same thing. It was going to, either way, any way we went about it, it was going to be like almost $400 for round tripping it. So we just said we'll just stay in Tokyo, and it's okay. The way we look at it is there's always a chance to come back and plan, like the Golden Route, or plan financially to be able to do all that stuff accordingly. So we do arrive on Thursday the 5th. We take off on the 4th. We arrive on the 5th of February. We're supposed to get in 3:15-ish. Let's see. Kind of bummed because we had a gate assignment and everything, and now we don't have a gate assignment anywhere. So that's kind of a bummer. Because I had this is where we'll be at. But 10:15 a.m. takeoff and 3:05 p.m. landing. So actually 3:05 p.m. So earlier than I thought. Now, customs, immigration, all that good stuff. That flexes some of our Thursday. There's not a ton that we have planned for Thursday. To be honest, it's all going to be based on, hey, how quickly can we get out of customs and immigration, or immigration and customs? I should say that right. Because that's going to control what we can do and how much time we have left for our day. So in this case, the way I see it, there's not much. Right now I have down for things is Don Quixote. Gotta go to the Don Quixote in Shinjuku. We can pick up snacks, that kind of stuff. So we'll probably go, by the time we get done, get to our room, check in, drop our bags. I don't want to go to sleep. We'll probably go to Ichiran or Koku Ichibanya, so either ramen or curry. Something warm. It's going to be cold. The first day we're supposed to be there. The projected weather right now is a 32-degree low and I think a 49-degree high. Actually, I'm sorry, 46-degree high. So it's definitely going to be on the colder side when we get there. But yes, I figure we can also go and we'll check out some vending machines, go to a convenience store or two. And we saw the sign for it, some of the first videos we were watching when we were looking at Golden Guy and Deathmatch in Hell. And my wife and I thought it would be hilarious to go there. The bar owner apparently is a huge horror fan, and my wife's a huge horror fan, so it should be like a fun thing to go there and get a few drinks to kind of close out the evening and maybe get some sleep. We do want to go to the Metropolitan building and do either the light show or the observation decks. Square Enix Artnia Cafe, that would be something I would like to do depending on time. It's not far from us, but it's just trying to find time for all these things. It's tough. But Friday we're going to be in Shibuya. I have the Nintendo store, Capcom, Jump store, Sega store. Now those are all in the same place, Shibuya Parco. So we will definitely probably hit Parco. It's going to be one of our later things just because I say that because we do want to get food at Kiwamiya which is in Parco on the basement floor. It's kind of a hamburg and steak place. The prices are pretty good. The cuts of meat are pretty good. They do a slight sear, and then you do the cook to your taste. So we definitely want to do that. We have flippers also on board for that day, because why not start off your trip with some, what are those things? They're the big fluffy pancakes, souffle pancakes, kind of. Shibuya Crossing, obviously. Hachiko statue, obviously. We do want to try to hit up like Shibuya Loft and Muji Shibuya, if that's possible. Hit up the Magnet 109 store because it's very iconic. The Starbucks store, to go to get a look at the crossing from there. And then we do have Shibuya Sky on board as I'm working on getting tickets, trying to get the, dusk tickets. So I'm watching it. You can only buy those 14 days in advance. So I've got it on my calendar when I need to get in there and go to get those tickets. And then we also had, what else do we have on here? I do have the Don Quixote in Shibuya, because we want to do the 10 yen coin thing that's actually 500 yen, which is kind of funny. It's the thing with the cheese inside of it. We want to do that. Tower Records, because we don't have any Tower Records anymore in America, so I do want to go to a Tower Records. And Lost Bar, which is Chris Broad's and his, I guess, fiance, wife. I'm not sure if they're married yet or not. But we want to go visit that bar. And who knows? Maybe we get lucky and we see them. Probably not. But hey, there's always a chance, right? Saturday is Akihabara. I know. Picking this on a weekend is a rough one, but it was just how the everything fell. So I do want to go to Super Potato. I know right now some people will tell you it's overrated, it's played out, but I still want to go there because it's a famous place to go. The Animate Store, Radio Kaiken, Yodobashi Akiba, Big Camera. There's obviously a Don Quixote there. We'll see if we go to that one. We might be getting, there might be Don Quixote burnout at that point. We'll see. We are going to an Owl Cafe. I do have reservations for that already, which is cool. My wife wants to go to the Weird Vending Machine Corner. Taito Station, which is, a bunch of claw machines, gachapon, that kind of stuff. We do want to go and hit up Book Off and Heart Off. I am looking for some specific games that I'm hoping I can find. So we'll see how that goes. Shogun Burger, we might do that there. The Mandarake Complex. There's Cow Cow Kitchen in the Shibuya Station that I wouldn't mind hitting up for some pastries. Trader HQ, which is another game store that I'm looking at. There will be a ton of game stores. You notice I don't have Geigo on here. I don't have any of the... We're going to hit all those up. We're just going to sort of, as we pass them, drop in, And then finally, we saw it in a video the other day, and we were like, oh, we got to go there just because it's funny. And that is Love Mercy, which apparently is an adult store. So Sunday is a weird thing. So that was the day we were going to go to Hiroshima. So I have a bunch of random things. We're probably going to go to Ginza to see Muji, the IKEA store, the Uniqlo store, the flagship store. Age 3 is there as well to get the fried sandwiches. We might go to Meguro or Naka-Meguro for the Starbucks Reserve. That would probably be something we do in the morning because you have to get in line for it. Otherwise, there's a super crowd that forms and becomes a problem trying to get in there. We should be swinging through Tokyo Station just to go to the Calbee store to get some fresh potato chips because that sounds cool and I like potatoes. And Character Alley because they have all those character stores in Character Alley there. And we do want to go and spend a couple hours just checking out a Love Hotel just because you're in Tokyo. You should do that. And we're gonna go a little upscale on it and go to the Hotel Sara Grande. It should be interesting. That's Sunday. Then there may be other stuff that gets thrown in there because, like I said, Sunday's kind of a catch-all day. We might go over to Ueno Park or Yoyogi Park. That's always a possibility, too. Odaiba Monday. Yes, we're going to be going to Odaiba on Monday. And the primary thing we have here is Team Labs Planets. We do have tickets for Small Planet, the Small Worlds. I call it Small Planets. It's Small Worlds. I think it's Small Worlds, Small Planets, one of those. That's where they have all the miniatures. So we have tickets for that. We already have tickets for Team Labs at 9:45. Diver City, because I want to see the Unicorn Gundam statue. I'm not a huge Gundam fan, but if you get a chance to see a 20-plus foot mech statue, you go and see it. And you watch the light show that comes with it. And inside the Diver City, we have to go to the Unko Museum, which is the poop museum, because that's funny. The observation deck there at the Fuji TV station, we might try to get into there depending on what time is. We may get over there early, very early before our Team Labs appointment, and maybe go to Toyasu, which is where the big fish market is. The actual fish market. Tsukiji Fish Market is where it used to be, but all the shops kind of stayed there, but now they built the whole thing over there at Toyasu, so we might go there. There's the Statue of Liberty statue we could go check out in that little park, the river walk there. We could go as well and check out. I have that on the list. And then, like I said, we may get done early with a lot of that stuff, come back. There's also, I think there's Aqua City as well over there on the island. So we've got things we can do, things that will keep us busy. Tuesday is just Disneyland. Right now we have Tokyo Disneyland tickets. I thought about getting some late admission DisneySea tickets just to kind of experience the other park. I thought that would be an interesting thing to try. So that's pretty much all. We're going to spend all of our time we can at Disneyland, from park open, rope drop, to near when the park is going to close. We might get out of there a little early, just depending on if we've got fatigue and we just want to get out of there and get some food outside the park. But Harajuku is on Wednesday. I'm Donut, Matcha Patisserie, IKEA in Harajuku. Longest, which is where they do the potato skewers. I had down for my wife ACDC Rag 1 and Rag 2. Those are two different shops, two different locations. I do have to go to the Sailor Moon store, which is in the mall, shopping center over there. I forget the name of it, but I have a friend that wants some Sailor Moon merchandise. So I said that I would go to the official Sailor Moon store and get said Sailor Moon merchandise. Cipla, which is a giant capsule store. I think that'll be where we do a lot of our capsule drops, because they have so many there. I do know there's a bigger one in Ikebukero at Sunshine City, or actually around or near Sunshine City. We'll just have to see if we have time to get there. We do have most of the day Friday. Our plane does not take off until 8:35 p.m. So we have most of the day. Granted, you got to get over to the airport. I'm figuring our cutoff is like 3 or 4 o'clock, start working our way to the airport. But I'm digressing there. Daiso, just because Daiso is pretty cool here. I think it would be amazing there just because of the price and how much cheaper things would be there. Kittyland, because you got to go to Kittyland when you're there. Strawberry Fetish to get the crunchy strawberries. My wife loves Lush. I do too. I think Lush is a cool store, so we might go to the Lush Harajuku store. We might go to the Lush in Shinjuku as well. That's another one that we might just sort of hit as we're heading back and if it's open. And then finally, you got to get a crepe, Marion's Crepes. So that's on the list for Harajuku. Now, Thursday is Asakusa, and that one we may end up doing some Ueno Park as well. That may also come with Akihabara. We might go to Ueno Park that day early and kind of spend a quiet morning early at. But we'll see. We haven't made that decision yet on that one. That one can kind of float around. But Asakusa, we don't have a ton here. We're going to do a kimono rental and photo shoot. I have that booked. I forget the name of the place, but I do have that booked. Sensoji Temple. We'll go there with our photo shoot. We might go there after our kimono rental photo shoot is done. Age3, there's an Age3 store there. Naka-Meguro, I think that's the street. I might be screwing that up. I don't have it in front of me to read. But that's the big street leading up to Sensoji Temple. You know, we'll go there. There's also the covered mall that we'll probably walk through. I just realized it's there, so we might actually go to that as well. I do have Skytree tickets for 3 p.m. that day, so we definitely kind of need to be done with our kimono rental and photo shoot. I do only have an hour for that. Our photo shoot starts at 11, so we should be done by 12, and we'll go back and get changed. So I am paying a premium to do the kimono rental in the photo shoot, but my wife and I don't have a ton of like professional photos. And this is a time where like my wife's hair will be made up, my hair will be done, you know, cleaned up just because of a haircut. And we'll be dressed very formally, you know, in kimonos. So I thought that would be a good time for us to get some photos and done nice. They take about 100 photos of you. They actually do 10 in professional grade and colored and touched up. So we could use those for us, which would be kind of nice. But yeah, those are kind of the things. It's Skytree, possibly the aquarium that's at the base. We'll go to the shopping center that's at the Skytree as well when we're done. I didn't book that one to be like I have to see nighttime. That's more Shibuya because you'll be in the middle of it. You are a little closer to the ground, and it's a better place to get the lights and everything. I mean, photography is going to be a big thing here at night because it is very Blade Runner-esque at night with the lights and the neon and everything. So I'll have a lot of photos from this trip too. But yeah, like I said, and that kind of is going to close us out. Weirdly enough, that covers all of our time there. Like I said, now Friday is an interesting day. We do have a lot of time because we don't really, I would say, get there 3 hours beforehand is what they tell you, which would be like 5:25 to 5:35. We will probably leave no later than 3:30 to 4 o'clock from our area. We have to check out at like 10, but we can leave our bags at the hotel. They will hold them there for us if we want to explore. So we might just get out and try to like, one of the things I thought about is maybe getting to Ikebukero for like a quick jaunt. It's not far away. It's the next stop up. Maybe if we haven't gone to Yoyogi Park, spending some time there in the morning and doing that. But yeah, but that's our itinerary in a nutshell. Obviously, like I said, things can always change. Things happen. Plans go awry. You never know. But the hope is that everything goes according to plan, and that's the schedule that I have. There are some things that can't change. Tokyo Disney, that's booked. It's booked. The tickets are scanned in. You can't change it. It's done. Thankfully, there was supposed to be rain that day, but now the projected forecast shows the rain moving forward. So we might have rain like when we're in Odaiba, which is fine. Everything we're doing is indoors. Sunday could be a little more sketchy depending on what happens. But all that being said, hopefully you enjoyed the itinerary. I am looking forward to go on this trip. It's not far away, but I got some stuff I have to get done. So till next time, thanks everybody for watching. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at. And we'll be back next week. And at that point, we'll be roughly a week to go, and we'll be starting to talk about our packing stuff. I will try to do a packing video. I can't guarantee it, but I will try to get a packing video done. So, see y'all.